Next up for FGCU is a game at FIU, Florida International, over in Miami on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. You might know FIU as the team that hires the famous coaches. Obviously, there was the very failed Isaiah Thomas experiment, followed by the somewhat successful one season of Richard Pitino, who's now at Minnesota. The new coach is Anthony Evans. He's from Norfolk State. Spent, I believe, 6 seasons there, made that into a pretty strong program. FIU, they're averaging about 75 points a game. Sound familiar? A lot like Iona, which beat FGCU by 18 at home last weekend. They're a pretty talented team. They've got a guy named Tymel Murphy. He's a senior forward. He's averaging 16-point-something points and 8.9 rebounds a game. He's obviously a handful. They've got 4 players that score in double figures. So the number one key against FIU is going to be defense, something that the Eagles just frankly have not been good at all season long. They're pulling their hair out over it. I've scratched my head a little bit. It's not much hair to pull. So anyway, the defense really has to be good, particularly the transition defense, which frankly was atrocious against Iona for most of that game. Number 2 key, and we keep going back to this, but it's Bernard's ankle. That right ankle he twisted before the Nebraska game. He's just not right. It's obvious. Bernard has not been himself. He can't cut. He can't move. He's not aggressive as he needs to be. Perhaps it'll heal up between now and Saturday. Not really sure that's going to happen. They tried wrestling it a week ago. Didn't seem to help that much. So we'll see how that goes. Key number 3 goes back again to the inside, which goes back to Eric McKnight's, we thought, 6-game suspension that is being continued indefinitely. Could be as long as through the academic semester for all we know. Eric has not done anything extra wrong past the original suspension. He has not had a second violation or done anything bad. They just have some stuff they want to wrap up with him before they put him back, reinstate him full-time to the team. So inside will be another challenge for FGCU again. That means you got Nate Hicks, who's probably going to play in the middle at 6'10", but he's been pretty ineffective, to be quite honest. It means Chase Feeler, he likes to run the floor, play the 3 mostly, sometimes the 4. He's going to be playing center and the 4 a lot. It means Philip Jetticannon, skinny Philip Jetticannon, the 3-point shooter, is also going to get shoved inside again. So can FGCU avoid being beat up in the paint again? I don't know. We'll see. Big game. They need to turn this thing around.